Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Dark Asylum Podcast, the only podcast you need to be listening to, where three grown men routinely find new movies to scream quotes at each other. I am the chosen one, the weird plot twist, Zach Winters. With me, as always, a traditional superhero trope with a weird malformation, Darkness.
How's it going, everybody?
And the weird-looking man-baby who controls a big robot, Big Vicious.
What the fuck?
He didn't like that one. I could just see the big V in like one of those tubes, like all deformed, controlling robots. Yeah.
There is no tube I will fit into, but I am deformed.
Well, it would be kind of funny to watch you fit into one of those tubes.
Jesus.
Augustus, no! Save some for later! Sorry, I didn't. Okay.
Oh, it's gonna be one of those days.
Shit. He's not saying anything, so now I'm wondering if he's making the long trek up here. Motherfucker.
Oh my God. I'm gonna kill him. Who's knocking on my door?
No, it's I'm pissed, not at the reference, but it was exactly what I had in my head and I was about to say. And you stole it from me.
I'm more mad that you stole my joke.
Yes.
Sorry. You're thinking of some... Yeah, never mind. We'll move on so I don't get my ass fucking...
I was all up on that, and all of a sudden, here's Darkness in for the steal.
Damn. All right, well.
Oh, man, that's good. All right, show's over. We're not topping that.
Man, we put out a fucking 2-minute episode. That would be awesome. Everyone's like, "What the fuck?"
What the hell happened?
We can't do any better. We're done. Maybe next week.
Highest ratings ever.
That was the first real joke of this whole series.
Yeah.
The first actual joke. Big monument.
Yo. Let's just retire now.
Man.
Fuck it. We don't need to. Yeah.
We're done.
Yeah. It's like becoming world champion your rookie year. What the fuck are you going to do with the rest of your time?
Quit, try to play football, and then go fail at UFC.
Yeah, that works too. So.
It was a Bork Laser reference.
Bork Laser. That's a deep cut right there. Fuck, who plays those games? Damn. Bork Laser.
I am Bork Laser. Oh, guys, how the fuck are you?
I'm doing good. If I could change into the weather's fucking with everybody. I know he's got it worse than me, but yeah, I mean, nothing too crazy out of the line for me this week. My cat, I'm assuming it was my cat, unless my house is haunted. Like, I went to bed, I woke up, came into my office, and like everything on the desk is just thrown everywhere. I was like, what the fuck? And my cat is deathly afraid to come back into my office, so I don't know what the fuck happened, if she was up on my desk, but she walked in like 2 feet, and then she saw a cord for one of the game controllers. She started attacking the shit out of it like it was alive or something. I don't know if there was a snake in my room. I don't know what happened, but so I had to clean up like half of my office because she threw everything everywhere. I'm assuming it was her. Otherwise,
Probably summoning demons again.
So the second weird occurrence that happened in your house, besides you passing out and collapsing, so one more, and then that opts for investigation of the place.
I'm gonna have to call somebody that's ready to believe me.
I wonder who we know who has a bunch of ghost hunting equipment.
Oh.
Zach Bagans.
Zach Bagans?
That motherfucker, he just walks into the house, he's like, "Come at me, ghost! Fight me, ghost! Bitch-ass ghost!"
Yeah, I hate, like, dude, what's it called? It's,
Ghost Adventures.
Yeah, I hate that show, like, so much.
I watch it when, like, I've had a couple drinks and I need a really good laugh.
So here's the thing. I watch a lot of them, and some of them are just entertaining. Like, okay, whatever, it's just entertaining. Some of them, it's like, okay, this could be like they're getting some stuff. This guy, every place he goes, he gets scratched.
He gets
always
scratched. He's always the one who ends up being possessed.
It's some demon that's following him that he's like got a vendetta for. He's like, "Come at me, motherfucker! I'll get you." He takes his ex-fat friend, the guy who got really skinny, probably from crack.
Who's from Portland?
Takes him to the Enchanted Forest to like relive his childhood, but makes it all about himself.
So if you want a really good laugh, that involves him. I think it's on Amazon for free. Demon House.
Jesus.
It's a super haunted house where like a whole bunch of crazy shit's been happening, and he buys it and he moves into it, and hilarity ensues.
Dude, I'd like to see him actually go to some place that's like really fucked up haunted and like just have his ass like, mutilate it.
I don't doubt that he's gone to some haunted places, but I do very much think he plays it up to the camera.
Oh no, he does completely. You're not going to walk into a place every single time and have some like, and every place he goes, it's always a portal to hell there.
Yeah.
There's always some portal. Right here's the portal. I feel the portal, and he gets scratched. He gets like fucking like I don't know. It's just too much. It's like every single show. I'm just like
lift up his affliction T-shirt and show the scratches.
Right. It was okay. Like the first, maybe the first season watching it was entertaining, but then it just got ridiculous.
Well, now it's almost a parody. It's hilarious.
Oh yeah. If it was to watch it, if I was to watch it, it'd probably have to be after a few drinks and be more of like watching a really horrible sitcom.
I know what we're doing. Bringing over some whiskey and we're fucking live recording us watching Ghost Adventures.
Shit. Yeah, that could work. Ghost. There's so many of them out there. It was like one of those things that just picked up. Ghost Adventures, crazy one. But what's the one that takes it a little more seriously?
Ghost Hunters.
Hunters. Okay, yeah, that's.
Yeah, and then even that's got kind of horrible because after they all split up, there's it used to be Jay and Grant. They used to be plumbers, and then they would do the ghost hunting thing. Grant is now in charge of the new ghost hunters, which I think he was the one that was always the believer. And I think when everybody split off and he took that time away to like spend with his kids, and Grant and the rest went on to move on to like other shows, he came back and he was like, well, I need something. So he's doing ghost hunters again. And it almost seems like he's falling into that rabbit hole of let's make some shit up, because if we don't, these people aren't going to believe us. So I watched a few of the new episodes and it just doesn't feel the same.
Oh, that sucks. Because like I said, that was like the only one that I watched. So
that one, I did like that they kind of took it more seriously and they kind of sat down with the evidence. Is like, okay, this is probably why this one's not real. This one might be real. We don't know. But it was fucking boring because of it.
And that's the part I liked about it, because it was actually doing investigations. And I mean, it wasn't necessarily made for television, I guess you'd say. It's because I mean, you'll walk into some places that could be completely haunted and get nothing. And then there's other times where you get so much that you couldn't capture it all. Yeah. So I mean, that's what it is about investigating. But that's what made the original Ghost Hunters great. Was Grant was the believer, Jay was the skeptic. He was just like, I had a few things that happened when I was younger that made me curious. So like, he would be the one that's like, they hear something, he's checking all the pipes and the electricity, making sure it wasn't that.
Yeah, finding a good mix of people to do that with is, because like I could see if it was us, you would be the one that was all about it. Zach would be the skeptic, and I'd be like kind of in the middle, like, well,
Zach Bagans.
Zach, yeah.
You'd be the one screaming, ripping off your affliction, your tap out T-shirts, and fucking getting scratched and shit.
Dude,
me or
yeah,
no,
no,
okay,
yeah, you'd definitely be that guy.
I was going to
Someone
say,
tells me I look like one of those fuckers from one of those shows.
You do look like Aaron, the guy from Portland.
yeah,
Oh, is that okay?
You look like the guy that was fat that went on like AIDS or something and lost all that weight.
Win on AIDS? What the? It's like, I'm gonna prescribe you 10 cc's of AIDS. Take this every morning with your breakfast. What the fuck? Okay.
That's how I lose weight.
Oh, okay. I remember that episode of South Park. Jared has AIDS.
Well, did you ever see the chocolate like dietary supplement from the 80s?
No. What the hell was
No,
that?
there's an actual. It was called AIDS.
Oh, okay.
It was like a chocolate dietary supplement that you take. It burns fat somehow, but this was like, it was very short lived because when it was airing commercials, the AIDS, the disease was starting to come out, so they had to discontinue it.
Jesus.
Yeah, that's some unfortunate timing there.
Hold on, I'm finding it. There it is.
Good. I'm looking up Aaron from Ghost Adventure. I'm like, maybe I could see it.
You got to look at him when he was fat though, because then that's where that's how you'd look if you lost all the weight.
Okay. So if I lost all the weight, I would look like fat Aaron. All right, thanks.
No, if you lost all the weight, you'd look like skinny, methed out Aaron.
Oh, okay.
Right now, you look like fat Aaron.
Jesus. You haven't seen me for months. No, you don't know what I look like.
We have gone completely off topic.
Yeah. Anyway.
No, like I got this picture right here. It looks just like you, except he has bigger ears.
Yeah,
So
his ears kind of stick out further than I do. Mine
You,
do. Oh, the AIDS AYDS candy. All right.
AYDS candy.
There you go. All right. Well, first and foremost, before we get down deep into the show here, two rest in pieces this week. We haven't been keeping up on them, but we got a couple. The first one, I'm sure all the wrestling fans know, New Jack passed away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought that motherfucker would outlive all of us.
Yeah, I was just watching a thing on him, and he was just like, "I'm going to live forever." And then, yeah.
You know, when they say that, it's not long after that they're not going to be with us.
And then a couple months after, nope.
Yeah.
Right.
That's brutal. But
Actually, I think it was like his Facebook post or something, but he was just like, "I'm going to live forever."
Are you telling me the guy who had a massive cocaine problem and was proud of the fact had a huge heart attack and died? What?
Shit. You guys ever meet him?
Yeah.
I met him once.
Once? Yeah.
Yeah.
I met him at the Heatwave 2099, the one that was in LA. The first time they ever had a ECW show in California. And
oh yeah.
So I was there, and we've talked about it before. You can see me in the crowd and shit. It's kind of creepy, but he didn't actually do anything. He didn't have a match or anything. He had a broken leg or something, but he came out before the show and talked with us and shit. He was really cool. I mean, he was funny as shit. Just really laid back kind of guy. And all these years later, you're like, I would never step in the ring with that guy. But
Right.
so.
Yeah, I met him at a promotion that he was wrestling. He actually wrestled a triple threat match with Buddy Highway and another guy.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
I feel sorry for the other guy, whoever that was.
I was going to say, yeah, it wasn't really yeah. There was a lot of shit that got thrown around and staple guns, and it was pretty badass.
Yeah, I mean, you what? Go for it.
I met him at a different promotion here in Oregon, and I was just starting, so I was working security, and he had been drinking all night the night before, and almost bled out in the match, so we had to carry him out. Mid match, he starts fucking passing out and shit, so we had to go carry him out and shit.
Damn, that's yeah. Some of the shit. I mean, they have Dark Side of the Ring on him, where you learn about all the shit that he did. I mean, mass transit and the Gypsy Joe and all the crazy shit. But
see, a lot of people are mad at him about that stuff. I I kind of get. Did he take it too far? Yeah, but I kind of get it because like he didn't do most of that shit until people were acting stupid towards him.
Yeah, like the thing with mass transit, still, I mean, you don't ever. It is a thing in the business. You don't ask somebody else to fucking give you color like that. You don't, especially fucking. If you're gonna get color, if you're gonna fucking blade, you do it yourself. You don't fucking ask somebody else to do it.
Even back then, when did this happen? Like 96, 97?
Yeah.
Like, New Jack had that reputation to where, like, you don't ask him to fucking gig you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because he was just like, oh, yeah, I have this scalpel that's been tied to a 2x4. I'm going to use that.
Ugh. Yeah, so, I mean, the funny thing is though, that the brutality that he's known for, he could actually fucking wrestle. He just never had to, so
it's
he's
fucking... Yeah, some of his early shit in like Smoky Mountain is fucking bizarre to watch because he's actually wrestling.
Yeah. Yep. It's him and Mustafa was just, they were so fucking over and hated in Smoky Mountain, the gangsters and shit. Like, I remember seeing those old tapes. My God, you thought that the place was gonna fucking, they were gonna burn the place down. They were so fucking, there's so much heat with them. But Cornette's like, I have to get rid of you guys. I can't do this. They're gonna fucking tear the place down.
Even though he was the one who was just like, maybe you should go out there and say something about OJ.
Yeah. But
like, and then you got somebody with like the mind and the charisma of New Jack who fucking takes, maybe you should say something about OJ. And then he goes out there and says, I want to give a shout out to my boy, OJ Simpson. Keep up the good work. Two less to worry about.
Yeah. And then you're in the fucking South, so the Smoky Mountain. Oh, yeah. That's how you get fucking heat, nuclear heat right there. But, yeah. So, all right, New Jack. Well, rest in peace, I guess.
Yeah,
I mean,
rest in peace. It was a tragic one. I'll talk shit, but it's he. From all accounts, he was a great guy and a little crazy.
Oh yeah,
loved his cocaine, but
he said it best. He said it best. People might talk shit about him, but he's the one that he's video games, YouTube. He's fucking got action figures. And he got some kids walking up going, you're my favorite. And he's like, how the fuck do you know who I am? And they're like, from YouTube. He's like, so, like, he got what he wanted. He said, it doesn't matter what the people out there say. I know I got my people.
Without ever having to step foot in WWE.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, he was there, but he never really did anything. But yeah.
He was there, but, like, I think, because remember back in the day when somebody stabbed... Incidentally, it was a stabbing. They did the storyline where someone stabbed John Cena in a nightclub, and originally it was supposed to be New Jack.
How fucking badass would that have been?
That would have been fucking amazing. But then I guess Vince kind of realized who New Jack was and wasn't going to put the golden child in the ring with him, and kind of left it.
Is it that when they did Carlito or whatever?
Yeah, they did it with Carlito, and they brought in that one guy who wore those fucking awful yellow pants.
Yeah.
With suspenders.
Oh, okay. So, I'm trying to think of who you're talking about. Yellow pants and suspenders.
His name was Jesus, and he was like Carlito's like hired thug.
Okay.
And like he wore like a white wife beater, suspenders, and yellow pants, and it was fucking awful looking.
Okay. All right, so yeah, New Jack. I mean, of all the ECW originals, like the main guys, he wouldn't have been my first pick. He wouldn't have been the one that would have been like, he's probably not gonna be with us much longer. Sandman, I think, has pickled himself, so he's probably gonna outlast. But he would have been one of my.
Not only has he pickled himself, have you been like keeping up with him on Twitter?
No.
That motherfucker is living the good life.
Really?
Because he's a next level genius, right? So when he was wrestling, he was buying up these construction companies and buying up all this land and shit. and now he's selling it, and most of his Twitter is him drinking and playing golf.
Fuck yeah, there you go. All right, Sandman.
He's a fucking multi-millionaire now, so
good shit.
Just because he was smart.
Yeah, fuck it, man. That's what you got to do. I mean, as much as I love Tommy Dreamer, it seems like he's stuck just working the fucking indie scene forever.
Oh my god, and he's got to cry on every promo.
I don't know what Raven's up to. I guess he had a podcast for a while there, and anytime I mention Raven, Sign Guy's got to say that he owes him $20 or something. I don't know what the hell that's about. So we'll just get that out of the way. All right, Sign Guy, I know Raven owes you money. I don't know what the fuck you want me to do about it, but I know. So
that motherfucker.
And no. Sabu, who the fuck knows up with
Sabu?
Jesus, Sabu.
See, Sabu would have been my first pick.
Dude,
yeah.
my favorite thing with Sabu was they had that Anarchy at Piper's Pit thing in Eugene many years ago here, and it was Sabu versus Tony Kazina.
Okay.
So they set up a spot where there was the ladder and everything outside the ring, and Sabu was going to do the leg drop with the chair. You know, I always did that. Well, Tony was having none of that, so Sabu had to keep putting him back up on the ladder. So finally, at one point, you just see Sabu launch the chair at his head, fucking knocks him down, and then dives out of the ring off to the ladder. I was like, that is fucking awesome. You could tell he didn't want to do that spot, and he kept trying to get out of it. Finally, Sabu was like, fuck it. All you hear is clank.
I'm going to make you do the spot.
I almost had a brush with greatness when it comes to Sabu. I was just starting out. I was still ring crew. And they're like, somebody go pick Sabu up from the airport. I was like, what? They're like, hey, you. I was like, yeah. You know where the airport's at? I'm like, yeah. Which one? I'm like, Ontario. I'm like, oh, that's like a 2-hour drive. Yeah, go pick up Sabu and bring him back here. I was like, oh, okay. So I'm getting ready. I'm like, fuck yeah, I'm going to hang out with Sabu. And, you know, that'd be awesome. A 2-hour drive with Sabu in my car. And just as I get ready to go, they're like, wait. I'm like, what? He's like, he missed his flight. Forget it. I was like, oh, so I didn't get to, you know, be fucking terrorized by sitting next to Sabu, because I wouldn't have said shit to him. It would have just been awkward as fuck, because, you know, green guy and, you know, Sabu.
And the guy that sits there and wraps his like gaping wound with duct tape and goes back to wrestling, or blows out his knee and uses medical tape to fucking wrap it up and goes on.
Motherfucker breaks his jaw in a weekend and just tapes it up and goes out there.
Yeah, it's like, how do you fucking talk to somebody like that? It's like, oh, how was the flight? It wasn't bad or anything. It's
well, from what I understand is like, he'll talk to you, but he's just going to get higher than giraffe pussy while he does it.
Yeah, that's kind of possibly the reason he missed his flight.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Anyway, what was the other death?
Oh, yes. I don't know. This might, you know, be picked up by the other half of our listener base, but Kentaro Miura, who is
creator of Berserk.
Creator of Berserk. He's pretty young. I mean, he was 50 something?
54.
54.
That's not a old man age anymore.
No. He creator of Berserk. It's not the one with Keanu Reeves. The one that they made a couple of animes out of. That's fucking bloody as shit and pretty awesome.
Bloody. It's giant meaty men hitting each other with big swords.
It's pretty good seller. I mean, it's made a splash here, and it's one of the best sellers in Japan. So, but yeah, he is no longer with us as well. So he had some kind of heart issue.
No.
Everyone's hearts, man. Take care of your hearts, people. Fucking eat some broccoli every now and again.
Eat some broccoli, fucking fish oil, garlic, all that shit. I eat all that shit because heart disease runs in my family, and I'm fucking terrified.
Yeah, I had a brush with heart stuff.
Yeah.
Brush, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
2 years. 2 years of a brush.
Yeah.
2 years flirting with disaster, but you know.
A brush with heart stuff, meaning you almost died in the fucking ring.
Here's the thing. It wasn't even so. Like okay, this is me. That's why I'm always afraid of everything. Like getting like the vaccine. Like okay, you get a little sick off it. Like me, I'd probably die. Like it's just so I have atrial fibrillation that the doctors say everybody typically has sometime throughout their life, and they just don't know because it corrects itself. It's where your heart kind of goes out of beat with itself, and it fixes it. And then they're like, "Oh, don't worry about it. Typically, all we have to do is shock you, and we put it back into rhythm, and you'll be good." So after 8 different times of trying to do that, and then so I had like the worst case of it, which was causing my heart to like die. I was like, and then the surgery. Oh, all we got to do is either go through one side of the groin or the neck, and burn around these little artery things, and we'll be perfectly fine. A couple hours, 6 hours later, they go through both sides of the groin and the neck, and I got an extra valve in there that's not even supposed to be there.
Hey, awesome! It's fucking guy. You're more pig than man now.
Right.
They just put in all kinds of pig parts for heart stuff.
Yeah, like I was like Dr. Frankenstein's like rejected like fucking creation.
Yo, we gotta see if we can get bear parts into you so you'd be man, bear, pig. Something bear so he could have man, bear, and pig. That would be awesome. Yeah, super cereal, man, bear, pig. All right, another South Park reference. All right, full circle, guys. We know what we're doing. All right, now we got all the depressing shit out of the way. Let's get into the regular shit. Video games, Zach. What do you got? Actually,
I
got one piece of news.
Actually,
I got one piece of news that kind of fits into the deaths and news.
Deaths and news. Okay, what do you got?
We actually lost 3 legends this week when Microsoft announced that they are discontinuing Internet Explorer.
What? IE's going away?
Yeah. Internet Explorer's going away.
Oh, wow.
Damn. Internet Explorer, the browser you use to download another browser. It's like fucking Netscape. Ooh, fuck, that might be even too old for you, Zach. Jesus. Netscape Navigator, Web Crawler, Ask Jeeves. These are all things from the past. Now, Internet Explorer will be added to that list.
Internet Explorer is added to the list. It's...
End of an era, boys.
We're the old men now.
Yeah, I remember when. Yeah.
I remember when Internet Explorer was a thing. All right, Grandpa, go sit back down.
So they changed it into, what's that new one now? Fucking, I'm on it. I'm literally on it. I don't know what the hell it's called. I got like 4 fucking things running. Microsoft Edge, is that the new one now that they converted over to?
Maybe, I don't know. I just heard Microsoft Internet Explorer was dying.
Yeah, Microsoft's probably dying too after the big divorce.
Microsoft Edge. Ooh, I'm edging.
Yeah. That was the end of that.
Thanks for sandbagging me on that one, guys.
Hey, okay. Bill Gates. What the hell?
Bill Gates getting that fat divorce, but like everybody's talking about like, oh man, he's gonna lose so much money, and like he'll make the money back, no problem.
Oh yeah. All he's got to do is announce something, and he'll get all the money back.
He'll like any amount he's going to give this woman is just going to be a drop in the ocean to him.
Yeah, they have kids together, right?
Maybe
they're at least close to 18.
I mostly just don't want to think about Bill Gates having sex
with that wife.
That wife.
Yeah, that wife that he's got. She's a bit mannish, huh?
Yeah, well, have you seen him?
Yeah, he's a bit femme. I guess it works.
He does look like every Portland lesbian I've ever seen.
If he colored his hair purple or blue or something, yeah, it's
give him a septum piercing.
Damn. And this show just got canceled. That's it. We're done.
every Portland. No, this is the one that's going to cancel us because every Portland lesbian either looks like Bill Gates with a septum piercing, a trucker, or Rob Dyrdek.
Holy shit, that is so true.
Yeah, but wow. Okay, so enough of the Bill Gates bullshit.
Yeah.
But what was the other news you had? What else? Three Legends. We got one.
No, that was it. It was New Jack.
Oh, New Jack.
Kentaro Miura and Internet Explorer.
Oh, okay. So,
just a dumb one that I thought was kind of cool because we've all played GTA 5, right?
Oh yeah.
A player sets a speed running record at 9 hours without taking a single hit in GTA 5.
It was the online? Is that what it was?
No, he played the story.
Oh, okay.
He played the game.
And there's a lot of crazy people out there that will try and do no hit or no damage runs. And there was one. This guy was doing one of the Souls games, and he got to the very end.
I know exactly. I was going to bring this one up too because it's hilarious.
Go for it then, because you probably know more about it than I. Just know of it, but
that was just it. He got to the very end and got to the last little sliver of life, and he was freaking out. And you never like. I think it was Sekiro.
Oh, was it?
I'm thinking about. I think it was, which is a Souls game, but with Sekiro, with the bosses, you usually got to hit. It's usually you get the thing down, you stagger them, and then you got to hit them 2 more times. Well, the final boss just has a little extra fuck you. You got to hit him 3 more times. So he hits, and it's not that hard to do. It's just you got to get your timing down. So hits him once, hits him twice, and then he gets up and he's celebrating, and then the boss recovers and hits him, and then he dies.
Oh, those games aren't short either.
That's why you never celebrate too early.
Yep. Nope.
Yeah.
Not until you see that fucking boss executed screen pop up.
Damn. And he had to go through it all over again.
And he looks like somebody kicked him right in the nuts when it happens. Oh my god, it's so fucking funny.
There was the fuck was it? There's this song that got released for one of the Guitar Hero games. It was like an April Fool's joke or something. It's meant to be impossible. So they release it and they're like, "Oh yeah, download it and just see how crazy this one song is." And then all of a sudden this guy got through it and he fucking got perfect on it. And the look on his face was fucking just like, what the fuck? What? And he's like looking around. He's streaming it to Twitch, but he's by himself and he has no fucking idea what to do once he's gone through and perfected it. He just lost his shit. It was funny. The same kind of thing. Like the dude felt like he got kicked in the balls after he got through that whole fucking thing. So yeah. Anyway, I saw that video too this week. It was kind of funny.
Oh, it's hilarious.
Yeah.
Twitch is in hot water because I made a pun.
I know where this is going.
Oh yeah, the hot tub streamer.
Yes, which one?
Let me find out because I didn't know these were a thing. I don't follow Twitch that much. I follow probably popping in a couple of guys, but there's hot tub streamers.
Yep.
And I guess all they do is just sit in a hot tub and play games. Or not play games, but like play spin the wheel, make a deal games.
Darkness knows all about them.
Yeah, I might have stumbled upon it. I was,
I stumbled on this one for 7 hours the other night.
Yeah, it's funny because I'll watch it, and it's not that I'm watching it for the gratification, which I mean, it does have it. Yeah, you're like, oh yeah, she's but. You kind of like being older, you kind of pull yourself away from that aspect of it and you just look at it like these fucking women are exploiting the shit out of kids. What the fuck is going on here?
And it's fucking more power to them. If you were a beautiful woman and you are doing this and just like 13-year-olds are just throwing parents' credit cards at you hundreds of dollars, make your fucking money.
Yep. And then they slyly slide in their find my OnlyFans.
Yes.
It's just the shit that they do to try. It's supposedly for kids. They're usually posting in like social or something like that.
Well, it's supposedly, so Twitch is, supposedly for kids, but then they'll be like, oh, you got to be 18 or older, but it's so easy for like some fucking horny 14-year-old to be like, yes, I was born in 88.
Yeah. It's funny too because one of them came up with it, this hot tub thing, and then you just see it take over like a plague. Like every fucking girl in a bikini sitting there in the hot tub doing the same thing all of a sudden. So but it's like, it's my first cam girl, basically. That's what it's what it fucking turned into. So it's cam girls and people fucking playing Fortnite. That's Twitch right there.
Yeah, like, but anyway, Twitch is fucking, like, there's the popular one, but I guess they're kind of cracking down on the hot tub streamers. Caitlin, I'm going to butcher this name. Amaranth,
yeah.
Amaranth, okay. Siragusa, one of the most popular female streamers on Twitch, she cannot make money off of her ads because Twitch has demonetized her.
Yeah. So Amaranth
fucking
is
stupid.
Amaranth is like the top thought on fucking Twitch. And she steals other people's ideas and makes them her own, and then they become fucking huge. So
wait, I didn't know that part. So yeah, now fuck her, take her money.
Yeah, so she started up this hot tub thing. She's also the one who has all these accidental nip slips, and she gets kicked off for like a day while somebody else will get permanently fucking banned for mentioning something that, somebody doesn't want to hear about.
Yeah, remember when that guy got permanently banned off of fucking Blizzard streaming app? I think it was Twitch also, for saying free Hong Kong.
Yeah, same kind of thing. So,
but
she's also the one who was pouring vodka down her dog's throat. She was also the one that threw her cat. She's also, so this bitch,
Okay, so now that knowing this shit, I don't feel bad for her at all. I take back every like bummer thing I said about her. Fuck her.
Yeah. So Amaranth is, she's not. She's like their number one, but she's not a decent person at all, and she's always just hawking her fucking OnlyFans. She finally went and did it, and then she made like I don't know how many million off of it the first week. I'm just like, I'm out.
If you're a beautiful woman and you want a bikini, just be a decent person, and you will make more money.
Yeah, that's all you gotta do. But yeah, get those kids while they're young. Give them the free shit so they get addicted, and then that's when, like fucking crack dealers. That's what you do. Different type of crack, but hey, fuck, go for it, ladies.
There's this one who does like song requests and she'll sing and she's fucking horrible at it. But...
Yeah. Like the ones
but she's hot, so people still pay it.
Oh yeah. They have the ones that are cosplayers. It's like you go and you look on there and they're wearing like this leather fucking harness thing, and you're like, what the fuck anime is that from? Right. So it's inspired by fucking one of the Pokemon trainers. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
So
here's a picture of the Pokemon trainer, and it's a 10-year-old in like a fucking windbreaker jacket and like a t-shirt and jeans that go all the way to the ankles, while the girl is like in a leather fucking pentagram harness.
Yeah.
But she has the same color, so it's inspired.
Yes, that's exactly it, too. That's how they get away with it. But yeah, so I remember reading about that hot tub. You can no longer say hot tub on Twitch. You will get
no shit
thrown out. It's one of the words or sayings or whatever that you can't do anymore. So yeah, hot tub and Twitch do not mix anymore. Sorry, guys.
Wow. That's a big market they can no longer tap into.
Yeah, all these poor women who spent all this money on these inflatable hot tubs now. The fuck are they gonna do? Think of the women.
Find some other way to make more money than us.
Yeah. God, it's so sad.
See,
they could have gone to college.
I do an OnlyFans, but I have no idea how to be sexy, and no one wants to see my fucking fat ass jerk off.
You'd be surprised. There's somebody out there for everybody. Yeah.
There's something out there.
Yeah.
Would you guys subscribe to it?
No.
Oh,
Is
Jesus.
that what was that? I'd make at least $10.
$10. I don't know. So gotta get them subs. Gotta get them subs, man.
Yeah, and in this video, I jerk off onto a grapefruit.
Yeah, no,
Speaking
I don't
of
think I
grapefruit,
would.
have you ever seen the grapefruit video?
Uh-oh.
Yes, I have. It's fucking awful.
Yeah.
Okay, so for those of you listening who hasn't seen the grapefruit video,
No, don't say anything. Don't say anything and send it to darkness.
No, I'm not gonna fucking watch this shit.
He has to experience
Yes, you are.
it. He
No,
has
you have to experience it. I thought you said. Okay, we should pause the show for you for again. Do this thing again. Pause the show, and then we'll get your reaction.
All right, so back in a second, guys. I guess.
We'll be back in a second.
What the fuck was that? So yeah, I was just subjected to the grapefruit technique, and yeah. So, I mean, look it up if you guys want to. I've never actually seen it, so.
I want you to describe what you just witnessed.
All right, so I don't know if you can leave that noise in a recording.
What does that noise mean to you, darkness?
Jesus. She fucking cuts a grapefruit in like a donut shape.
What is the video? Tell us what the video is.
Grapefruit technique. She's like teaching a class on sex.
Suck a dick.
Suck a dick. And she's got a grapefruit there. And she's just like, all right, so this is how you prepare the grapefruit. This is usually in one of my seminars, but I'll give this one away for free. And so she's going through the process of hollowing out a fucking grapefruit and making basically a ring out of it.
Just tell your man to close his eyes.
So she's got a dildo there. She takes a fucking grapefruit, slams it down on the dildo, and then proceeds to follow with her mouth and just go to town on it.
Not just any dildo. It's like the fucking black Kong dong of like fucking.
It looked like a rocket. I don't know what the fuck that was.
But why is that video so legendary now? The noise.
The noise that she's making. I think we got some of it on the recording. So that's what that was. Yes, old internet memes that I have not been made aware of.
Oh shit! Yeah.
Now, ladies, remember, grapefruit is also a fat burner, so you actually losing weight.
What the fuck? She goes like that ape shit on the dildo, and then just like fully composed goes right back into her fucking spiel. Now, ladies, this is a fat burner. What the fuck? She just annihilated this thing.
If I close my eyes and not only like get a cold grapefruit on my dick and then hear that noise, I am fucking out of there.
Yeah, fuck that.
I mean, I talk shit, but it's probably amazing with that kind of noise to it. With that kind of noise to it, and she's teaching classes, it's got to be like toe curling, eyes roll back in the head. You can't even fucking move. Just fucking she's trying to suck a better looking guy out of me. Jesus.
Jeez. All right. Well, that was a nice little.
That was a detour. She was sucking the devil out of your soul.
God damn it. Okay, so back to the show.
I don't know why I'm so dehydrated.
Oh God.
She's going down on you, and it's like that part in Scary Movie where he just like fucking withers away.
Right.
He just ages like 30 years right there. Oh yeah.
She's like Shao Kahn sucking your soul out.
That husk that's left over in his hand. A green fucking thing.
Fucking lady gives blow careers.
So, any other video game news? I don't know how we got into this from there, but all right.
I don't remember.
Brought up grapefruit.
Did you see where? Yeah. Just say the word grapefruit.
We were talking about OnlyFans and grapefruit.
Oh, yeah, that's how we.
Oh, yeah, because my
Twitch
first video on OnlyFans is going to be me coming on a grapefruit.
All right, now we fucking backtracked to get back to where we were.
Somebody's jacked off to it. Did you see the video or the story of the lady arrested for sending people bottles of water instead of PS5s?
No. What happened with that?
Well, a lady in Shiga, Japan has been arrested for fraud for sending customers 2 bottles of water instead of a PS5. And this is kind of a thing that's like kind of plagued eBay for a while, where people will be like, "Hey, brand new." Oh shit! I'm drinking sparkling water, so I'm getting burps. People will be like, "Hey, brand new PS5, never been touched, never been opened," and then they'll go down all the specs, and at the bottom of the page, in really, really tiny lettering, it'll be like box only box, or box filled with water.
Oh my god!
So it's not technically false advertising, but it happens. A friend of mine a couple years ago tried to get an Xbox One, and then got sent the first original Xbox in an Xbox One box.
Oh jeez. Yeah, I looked at shit. I've almost fallen for stuff like that before, like not recently, but when I was younger, like trying to buy wrestling belts or fucking. So it actually happened with a wrestling belt. I ordered it, then realized what it was and canceled it. But it was showing a life-size picture, and I was like, "Cool." I went back to read everything again. I was like, da, 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 da. And then down below, it said toy replica of this belt, not actual belt. And I was like, "Oh, they're going to send me like that plastic WCW fucking little." Oh hell no! I'm not spending $100 and something.
Yep.
Yeah, how long has the PS5 and the Xbox Series X been out now?
6-7 months.
Yeah, they're still in like such a demand and everything else. It's just crazy.
It's because it was like a buddy of mine went to go buy one the other day off of GameStop, and he got the order thing up and everything, started doing everything. All of a sudden, it was like, boop, this product's not available. He's like, what the hell? But these bots are coming in and buying them up like crazy.
Yeah, that's another thing with bots. Like any store that's got any kind of exclusive to their store, bots just descend upon it and fucking buy everything out before. And the stores don't give a fuck because they're selling their shit, so they don't care.
You see, I have an issue with the bots. Like it's like, no, bots is like, that's stupid. I don't have an issue with somebody like if you, Darkness, had the money and you walked into a place and you bought everyone they had on the fucking shelf. You bought it and walked out with it, and fucking then you sold it for like $100 more than what you bought it for. I have no problem with that. That's on you if somebody spends it, wants to buy it that way. But when you have a bot go buy all your fucking product, it's no. You're fucking.
That's
cheating.
all these fuckers do.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, those fucking bots, man. Fucking bots, man.
That's just straight cheating, dude.
Yeah, well. Yeah. Shit. No one's got anything better to do. They're all sitting in their houses anyway, so fuck it. But. Alright. Any other video game shit that's come up or gone out, or?
Maybe.
He's like looking through IGN real quick.
I was making sure nothing popped up today because I wrote down all my news stories yesterday.
Well, I was going to ask Zach. I was going to catch up on this update. Did you do the nude mod on the Resident Evil game yet?
No, it's on PC, but it's on PC only. But I might be buying it on PC, not for the nude mod, but for the.
Before you can accuse me of it.
It's for something. if not equally stupid, more stupid. It's the it turns the lady into Barney, the purple dinosaur.
Yeah.
He's
So
like,
I
want
want that.
Some of the mods that have come out over the years for games are fucking hilarious. I remember one of the best ones was the fucking Skyrim Macho Man
Yes,
dragon.
I was just gonna say that.
That's like the best one. Whoever came up with
best
that.
mod.
Yep.
It's so fucking like well done too, because I couldn't even play the game because I was in fucking tears, because there's that opening where you're like about to be executed and you just hear in the distance, yeah, snap into a Slim Jim. You hear it in the background and you're like, no fucking way.
And then it's
Dig
it! The audio clips are hilarious, and then you see this dragon, and it's fucking Macho Man's head on a dragon body.
Oh my god!
It's just, yeah, that's good stuff.
There was the sister one to that turned in Fallout 4 that turned the Death Claws into Hulk Hogan.
Oh yeah, well, I'd get that one. That would have been pretty cool to see. Yeah, brother. He's like, no, just blasting at everything. Some of the Resident Evil stuff.
Yeah.
The Resident Evil stuff, like they've been modding those for a while with just weird costumes for all the characters. And it's just like, damn kids, come on with something better than this. Like, oh look, she's a French maid. Oh look, she's a Playboy bunny. Oh look,
her tits and her ass are huge now.
Yeah. I remember playing video games in like big head mode, but they just like tits and ass mode. That's basically what they put into it. So
right.
But
I did like the Resident Evil 2 mod where Mr. X, who stalks you out through the thing, and every time he's close, he's playing X Gonna Give It To You by DMX.
Oh, rest in peace.
Nice.
But like you could hear hear the song in the background through the walls, so it's really good.
That's some inventive shit. Fucking kids are doing this. Kids.
Like, it should be out curing cancer and shit, not doing this dumb shit with with your skills.
It's like Ferris Bueller. I wanted a car, but my parents bought me a computer instead. It's like the most constructive thing they can do. And it's like, yeah. Change your grades. Fucking make big tip mode in Resident Evil. It's good stuff, you know? At least it's keeping them off the streets. That's all I gotta say. So
now I made it. Whenever the big lady catches you, her nipples get hard and she moans. Hold on. Now I have to see, like...
Let's see if somebody's already done it.
I don't know how to do it, so...
Oh, okay.
I don't know how to fucking make... Are you out of your mind? My CTE damaged brain, you think I could fucking... I know how to mod shit?
I just hear you furiously typing away. I didn't know. You might have been
I want to
coding.
see what all the mods are now.
Oh, alright.
Daughter file removal, I don't know. Oh yeah, you could get fly swatters as your weapon and smack her butt.
Nice.
Dress the big lady up as Ada Wong.
Oh yeah, that's just par for the course. Come on.
Put a baby's head on Chris Redfield. That's fucking horrifying.
All right, so no more video game news, right?
No. Yeah, that's about it. I'm just gonna randomly,
as you find them, just shout them out.
As I find
So,
them,
to keep you up on the Bad Batch, I'm liking it.
I dug it. I only watched the first couple episodes, but I'm digging it.
Yeah, I'm digging the story. It's keeping me well kept into it. You know, the problem is, it's like, I look at it this way. Like, I like all the Star Wars stuff. I like everything beyond the Jedi and stuff, where a lot of people want it. I think the show would still keep people interested by watching it. It's another fun little aspect of the universe where these clones were created to basically be disposable for a war, and you got, a group that were not part of this whole like brainwashed group, and they're off. It's their adventure basically. I'm digging it, and I hope they keep up with it. I hope they don't go too far. Like Clone Wars, I think drug itself out really far.
You think?
Kind of overdid it.
I'm still like, I think I got to the 9th episode of the first season right now. I'm still trying to get through that before I jump into Bad Batch, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, it's tedious as fuck.
Oh, you don't have to.
Like I said, the Bad Batch, you can pick it up and know exactly what's going on.
I feel like I'm missing something, So, well, that's some good Star Wars news. Have you guys heard of the horrific Star Wars news that's just come out?
Oh, no, but it's going to make me sad, probably.
It is. So, I don't know if you guys are fans of the extended universe, the old original book series, stuff like that.
Yes.
So good news. This is a good news, bad news kind of situation. It's, the good news is they're bringing Mara Jade into the Luke Skywalker series that they're going to be doing. So that's cool. Everyone loves Mara Jade. Unfortunately, the rumored casting at this moment is Brie Larson. Yeah.
I'm done. I quit. I'm selling all my Star Wars shit now.
And that reaction there is pretty much everyone else's reaction. So
I just looked it up. Brie Larson's a cunt.
Yeah.
Fuck Star Wars. Fuck everything.
So it's not 100% yet, but I think if they get enough negative backlash, they may be swayed to not make that ever be a thing. So write your congressman, everybody. Let them know no Brie Larson for Mara Jade out there.
Brie Larson reportedly cast as Luke Skywalker's wife. Mara Jade and 9 other Star Wars Legends characters that need a kind of something, whatever. And then rumor Brie Larson to play Mara. Yeah, fuck all that. Yeah, I think she just needs to be scrapped from Hollywood.
Yes.
So, yeah, that was one of the big news stories to come out this week, and people are not happy about it. So
I'm not happy about it.
Yeah, the Thrawn trilogy that came out before all the Star Wars stuff got going again back in the 90s and stuff. Those books were what we had outside of the original 3 movies.
The Thrawn trilogy, the Darth Vader series, all the good, all this great fucking lore they could dive into, and that's how they're gonna ruin it.
Yeah, they're taking the stories and they're just taking the ideas of the stories and twisting them just enough that they can call it their own, but they're just stealing from the extended universe. So it's like, oh yeah, Mara Jade, that's a great character. Brie Larson, and we'll put it in our new show. So, but yeah, the Thrawn trilogy was a great book series. And that's where it originally introduced Mara Jade and all that good shit. So read that.
The new one's pretty good out too, actually.
Okay, so is it a rehash or is it a new story?
So it's kind of a rehash, but they're making little tweaks to it.
Ah, okay. So and then Heart of the Jedi got released for a day, and then they found out that it got released and they nixed it. So. Heart of the Jedi is a book that was supposed to take place after Return of the Jedi. So the guy wrote it, and then they never released it. This was years ago. And then somehow, some way, it got released to Amazon, and a handful of people were able to grab copies. And now they're going for $500 a book.
Well, yeah.
So that somehow it got released. Nobody knows. It's kind of... Everyone's pointing fingers at how it got released.
Kind of
it's almost always an inside job.
Yeah.
Kind of like Ryan Reynolds. I don't know how this test footage got released.
Exactly. So
I've just been campaigning for this movie for years. But
I don't know
how
why
this
I've
test
shared
got
it
out.
off of all my social media 1,000 times. I don't know how it got there.
Yeah. So, yeah, Heart of the Jedi got released very minimally, and Mara Jade has supposedly been cast. Yeah, so who knows what the fuck's going on with Star Wars. But in other big news, AT&T said, fuck this, we're out, and dropped Warner Brothers. And
Oh yeah.
the Warner Brothers merger now, Warner Brothers is going to be a part of Discovery. So, I'm just waiting for the first episode of Hoarders with the Batcave. It's gonna be awesome. Like, why do you need this giant penny in here, Bruce? Why do you have a dinosaur in here? You have some serious issues. So, yeah,
And go down the route of fucking what is it? The History Channel.
yeah.
So they're what, going to Discovery?
So Discovery now is going to own Warner Brothers, Warner Media. And that's everything that it entails. It's not just DC, but I mean, that's what most of us know. So HBO Max and HBO Go and all that shit is going to get rolled into Discovery Plus. And people at DC Comics are getting like really scared because their jobs are fucking disappearing and everything else. AT&T just washed their hands of it basically. Because they were
fuck y'all.
They're like, we're hemorrhaging money on this deal. Fuck all y'all, we're out. Yeah. But the new owners at Discovery are some good news, possibly. They're looking at it like, why aren't we doing anything with Ben Affleck? Why aren't we doing anything with all this established stuff that's already going on? So they're talking about possibly keeping the Snyderverse around, whereas the Justice League movie was pretty much the end of the Snyderverse. So
it'd be the smart thing to do, because like that's why the MCU is so beloved, is because we have all these characters we're attached to that we've grown up with, and now like DC and Warner Brothers is just like throwing whatever hell against the wall to see what sticks, and they're like, okay, we're gonna have Ben Affleck be Batman for 3 movies. And then we're going to move over to Robert Pattinson. He's going to be Batman for another movie. And then we're going to have Jared Leto be Joker once. And then we're going to move over to Joaquin Phoenix. And just none of it makes fucking sense.
Right, but
people want that big continuity.
They're not good at cinematic universe. They just need to stick to the animated.
Yeah, their animated shit's like off the fucking hook with the good shit that they do with that.
But that's not where the money is.
Yeah.
Yeah, who knows what the fuck's gonna happen now, but we may lose fucking DC Comics as a whole. Like, no more Batman comics, no more Superman, no more, So people are freaking out about it.
I don't know. I think it's too much of an institution. Because it's been around, like, it's just like when you talk about American heroes, it's Superman, who's owned by DC. It's Batman, who's owned by DC.
Well,
those are more. I think those are more, as much as I prefer Marvel comics, or I think those are more household names than anything Marvel comes out with.
They need to do what Marvel did and whore out all their children, like sell Superman over to here and sell, Batman over there. That way, there's a battle between who can use what, and there's all these lawsuits going on for years. And then once they get everything back together, they can make great movies.
I was gonna say that also like bit Marvel in the ass hard.
Yeah, didn't they just finally get everything back? Spider-Man is still kind of with Sony, isn't it?
Spider-Man's in this weird limbo where like we could do Spider-Man, but we can't do Venom. On Marvel, Spider-Man, Tom Holland is gonna be in a Venom movie, but Venom's not gonna be in a Spider-Man movie.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck's going on with all that still. That's still real murky, but I mean, they got the X-Men back, they got Fantastic Four back, they got, all that shit.
Think about it though. They just got the Hulk back, right?
Well, no, actually, Hulk, I think, is still with Universal.
I read something somewhere that they finally got Hulk back. So
Okay. Because that was why they could never have a Hulk solo movie, because they
Right.
I
had
thought it was
this.
just because the other two sucked.
Well, I mean, that's up for debate as well, but they have to stuff him in someone else's movie in order to have him in a movie. He can't have his own original movie. So that's because of the shit with Universal that they had, the agreement they had with Universal.
Film rights to Hulk and Namor reportedly revert back to Marvel Studios 1 year ago.
Oh, good. Okay. Namor. Hey, I'm looking forward to that fish guy.
I was gonna say that's a fucking name I never thought it would be sold.
Namor.
but think about it. Marvel all those years ago sold fucking rights to these characters off, and it's as they all started coming back to their possession that their movies like started kicking ass. Like they made a name. So
they had to make movies with the B players, and because they sold off all their A players. But like you're talking about the long game where Marvel was fucking desperate at this point, and DC and Warner Brothers, I don't think will get to that point because they're trying to make as much money as quickly as possible, as you could see with these movies, where they're not interested in the long game. Where like, okay, we're gonna struggle for these first couple years, but then we're gonna make like fucking another Green Lantern movie, and it's gonna be the biggest thing ever with some failed actor or some actor who is like on the outs with Hollywood. And it's gonna be a huge comeback story, and then we're gonna do another fucking 10 years of these movies. They're just trying to make as much money as quick as possible.
Yeah.
It's funny because when I was getting into comics, the DC series, DC Comics in general, always had a backing from Warner Brothers. So they always had like this protection umbrella above them, like, oh, shit's not that great. But like since '89, when the Batman movie came out, they had the protection umbrella of Warner Brothers. We almost lost Marvel Comics like 3 different times to bankruptcy. Like they filed for chapter protection or whatever the fuck it's called at one point, and then they had to start pimping out their properties, and that's how they got, Spider-Man got sent over to whatever the fuck that was Sony for, and then that movie came out and it was big. But they pimped Blade out to fucking I think it was Miramax or something like that.
Yep.
Everyone's like, oh shit, this stuff can actually fucking sell. And Blade was the big one that like made studios kind of take notice and then start buying all the properties, which saved Marvel, but then they couldn't get any of their shit back to make money off of it. I mean, Fox had fucking X-Men for ages. The first X-Men movie made so much fucking money and was basically like the blueprint for how to adapt comic books to movies. And Marvel's not getting any of that fucking money, and so they stopped producing X-Men comics for X amount of years, And it was just ridiculous, the kind of shit that they had to go through. But it saved the company. And now they're owned by Disney, so they kind of have that protection umbrella like DC did for so long. But, it's just crazy to see that now Warner Brothers is getting kicked around like Marvel was back in the day. Like, who knows where the fuck the properties are going to end up? Because it's just commodities to people,
Yeah.
But, yeah, who knows? I just went off on a tangent, but whatever.
Oh, we all did.
Yeah, I'm just like, what the fuck, man? But people are talking even that Disney could buy the publishing rights to DC property and have the fucking crossovers that we wanted to see forever.
It wouldn't shock me.
Yeah, Disney could produce fucking Batman versus Captain America or whatever the fuck they want to do.
If they were smart, they'd do what WWE did when they had the Raw roster and the SmackDown roster. And then what ends up happening is you get fans who are like, no, Raw's better. No, SmackDown's better. But meanwhile, the whole time, WWE is still raking in the money.
Yeah, they're pulling money in from both directions. But
yeah.
And it would be cool, too, to like, you could do some decent storylines if you've got both of those series to play with. Like, okay, there's rifts, and heroes go into the other fucking universe. Like, can you imagine a Green Lantern going into the Marvel universe and not having access to their lantern to recharge? and like trying to figure out what the fuck they can do to keep their powers going, and like I'm trapped. I don't know what to do. And then Doctor Strange has got to help the Green Lantern find a power source, and shit like that would be awesome if they played it right. But they'd probably do it like the Invasion angle, where they just threw everything in together and didn't bring in any of the big players, and it would be fucked up. You'd be like, why the fuck do I care what Buff Bagwell's going to do against Stone Cold Steve Austin? This is fucking stupid. And it's like, oh, we got fucking, Booster Gold versus fucking, Wolverine. You're like, wait, I don't give a fuck about this. Why are we doing this? So if they marketed it right and they did it smart, I think it would be pretty cool to see. But who knows?
Wolverine, hold this man down and just slap him a bunch of times.
That's basically what it's like. Oh, stop! Oh, it's who the fuck knows? I mean, if you which characters from Moon, yeah, it's just smacking him around.
Just not even taking the fight seriously. Just open hand slaps him and then just mounts him and starts hitting him with his own hands.
Like your fucking teenage brother beating the shit out of you in elementary school.
Doesn't even take the cigar out of his mouth.
Yeah. But so with this whole talk right here, this segues perfectly in one of the first sign guy questions of the week.
Fucking Mr. Zaz versus Thanos.
All right, so this is question 1 from Sign Guy. If copyrights were not an issue, which 2 superheroes do you think would have the best chemistry in a movie? So it kind of goes along the lines of what we're talking about, DC and Marvel. Yeah. But I mean, any superheroes, any
Lobo and Wolverine.
Oh, shit. I would pay my. I'm surprised I didn't say that, but yeah, I actually thought about it. I don't know. I mean,
Kick-Ass and Tech Knight from The Boys.
Kick-Ass and Tech Knights?
Yeah.
Okay. It'd be Omni-Man and fucking fuck, I forgot it. Homelander, there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's that one. I don't know. I mean, there'd be some good ones. Wolverine and Lobo would be cool.
I want the Homelander from the TV show.
Oh, yeah.
Just because he's more of a prick.
Yeah. He's got that fucking, like, that shit-eating smile on his face all the time.
Smile you just want to fucking just slap out of him.
I just keep going back to Lobo and Wolverine. It would just be like them sitting in a bar beating people up.
That would be cool, too. I mean, I don't know. I mean, not thinking within Marvel and DC, because they've probably all crossed over at one point or another. Shit, I don't know. Like the Rocketeer and Iron Man. I don't know. I don't know what to even say now. But yeah, I mean, if copyrights were anything, what would I like to see?
Stone Cold and Santa Claus.
Well, you already had Warrior rape him, so you can't go back and do that.
Santa Claus is like, I ain't doing anything with those damn WWE people again.
Yeah. No, fuck this. I'm out. I don't know. I mean, like, think of an indie thing, like Wanted. Like, that was a great series. I mean, who could you see them interacting with in another company? I don't know, like the Punisher and the Crow would be pretty badass. They're both out for revenge.
Doctor Strange and Dr. Orpheus.
Yeah. Clayface and fucking, what was that? The pile of shit. Like, wait a second, no. So, yeah, I guess Wanted is pretty much just ripoffs of other characters, so I guess that doesn't count, but...
You're talking about Wanted or Venture Brothers?
Wanted.
Oh,
Wanted was like, I don't know. Invincible and Spider-Man's already been done, so...
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's what we were talking about before with, like, Green Lantern being stuck in the Marvel Universe. Like, that kind of a crossover would be pretty cool. You know?
Put the tick with,
Brock Sampson.
Yeah.
So they're both the same guy, but yeah, I mean, that's cool. Patrick Warburton. Yeah. So, I don't know. That's the first question. I mean, we can get into the other one, or we can wait till later.
Let's get into that one. Fuck it.
All right. La 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 la. What was your favorite and least favorite one-off booking that you've done in your wrestling career?
My least favorite is probably when I tagged with JT Evans,
Okay.
local wrestling superstar, if you ask him. Or anytime I got in the ring with Tony Stetson.
Well, it's not a one-off, then, is it? It's
Well, he got super pissy with me because he's always like, "I'm Mr. Serious Wrestler Man with my bald head and goatee." All right, calm down, all 5'6" of you. But during a promo, I straight up stole that Brock Lesnar line where I'm cutting the promo, and then I look at him, I go, "Say something stupid, Tony." And he got all butthurt at me, which was probably my favorite now.
shit. For me, my least favorite was when I went up against Hip Hop Harry, and it's not anything that facing him or anything like that. It was just that I fucked up so bad in that match because the dude only had one leg, and I went to hook a leg that wasn't there, and I just felt so fucking shitty for the guy, So that was I wrestled him once, and that was my probably least favorite one-off. And my favorite, I don't know, Ernie before he left was probably my favorite. That was his first match. Now he's fucking Viking Raider or whatever. Yeah, fucking
Ernie's got a lot of potential, except for that fucking time he picked me up for a sidewalk slam and just dropped me.
You're like, what do you do? Oh motherfucker!
Oh, in his defense, you're probably sandbagging him.
He hit not even. I posted for his ass. He got me. He calls for a sidewalk slam. I'm like, okay. I got up. I posted for him. He's holding me up there, and he just fucking drops me. And he goes, How'd you like that? I thought it was always kind of cool, like little heelish move. I go, don't fucking do that.
You're still too new in the fucking business to be thinking. Don't do that. Don't fucking think. Just go out there and perform, monkey boy.
Yes.
God. But yeah, I mean, I was his first match. You could tell he was like kind of scared about it and everything. He was under a mask and everything, but I thought we had a pretty decent match for what it was.
The one thing he'll never live down for me was when he was taking promo pictures and I threw a water bottle at his dick.
Oh my god!
Yes.
And the camera caught it perfectly to where the water bottle was hitting him perfectly on the dick, and the camera caught that picture.
Yeah.
At that moment.
I remember that. That was fucking hilarious. And it was like right before impact, so he didn't feel it yet. So he was still just standing there in his fucking his like superhero pose. And like a split fucking second after that is when the impact. And he's like, oh, and then he just bent over. Yeah, that was good stuff. I remember that.
Fucking Zach.
How about you, V?
You see, I don't know about one-offs. I mean, like, the thing is, like, I never really had any one-offs. But, I mean, one of the things I absolutely hated was teaming with Void at any point.
Didn't you do that for like 5 years?
Fuck. Yeah, I don't know. The Booker thought it was a good idea to put me and him together as the Booker tried to catch him on fire, but, hey, whatever. But
and it was always funny because like you guys would work together, and then the Booker would get mad at him for not being able to work, and then he'd take it out on you.
Right.
Oh shit.
I mean, yeah. Anytime I teamed with Void, I mean, he legitimately made me hate tag teaming until they forced you and I, Zach, to fucking team up, and then I started loving it. And then, from there it went to, from there I had good experiences with tag teams because that's what basically everything was. I went from you to Sideshow, which that was epic. Like, talk about having a great gimmick and having fun doing what you're doing, and basically it's because you don't give a shit. Like Sideshow would be like, whatever, let's just go out there and do. Like he would go out there and do his job, but he didn't care. Like he wasn't stressed out about all the politics. Like he cared about making the match look good, but he just didn't care about all. Like somebody was like, let's do this, this, and this. He's like, no, why? Let's just do this. Dude, I loved working with that guy, and then we brought meat in, and we became the Big Meat Show.
The Big Meat Show.
That was fun, and then
I saw a different movie called that.
that's where I had my heart issue, and I was gone for 2 years, and then I came back and teamed with Darkness.
Begrudgingly, yeah.
Darkness was my comeback story that I never really came back from. I'm still down there in the dumps.
Why am I teaming with this guy? I don't even know him. Fuck this guy. It doesn't make any sense. I'm like, okay, well, all right.
It was at first it really didn't make no sense. But we finally.
Well,
it
made just sense in the way you're two both big spooky men.
Yeah, but like totally like bipolar opposite, not opposite gimmicks, but like I'm a mental patient. He's a fucking a black magic voodoo fucking masturbator, you know?
Yeah. Remember that time he was interviewed with somebody and he made that person puke up black liquid?
Well, yeah. I have the power.
Or the time like he starts pouring it like that black oily shit all over somebody's head, and then the other guy wipes it off and looks at it going, "Warriors!" Ah!
But yeah, I mean, Void.
Boy, that was it. All right,
listeners at home, think of if a Mortal Kombat character was like really bad at martial arts, like a barrel-chested man who's also a racist too, apparently.
Yeah, the low-budget Green Lantern outfit that he did down at that one fucking.
Nah. A low-budget green bastard from Trailer Park Boys. Which makes sense because that's what most of his matches look like, was when they have the fight on the Trailer Park Boys.
All right.
You never seen that show?
Trailer Park Boys? Yeah, I've seen some of it. Not all of it, but some of it.
Every time there's a fight, the camera goes wobbly, and they're usually just fucking just got each other in a headlock and spinning in circles and shit. And that's mostly what his matches were.
Oh, okay. I remember I was his tag team partner too, so you know. Yeah.
I was too.
We all tagged. It's like coming of age, you know.
I think that's the bond we have.
Yeah.
We just all have that 1,000-yard stare and fucking Void stories.
Well, it sucked because so anytime you got in the ring, so me and Void would get in the ring with Joe Show and oh god,
brain fart.
I'm trying to think of his name.
Mike Hart? Was it Mike Hart?
Yeah, it was.
It was the old dude who always wore red. I remember they tag team for a long time. I don't know.
Oh, they were good too, but the problem was, it was Void and Joe Show. They were like, they took over me and Kelly. Me and Kelly was just Kelly Schaefer. It was Mike Hart or something like that. Something Hart.
Yeah. Don't call him by his real name. We'll get sued that way.
Oh, fuck it. But so he fucking, me and him would just stand off to the side and be like, and he's like, dude, just like whatever. We'd sit there and we're like, we're going to do our own thing. They're talking about how the match is going to go, and it's basically just those two doing everything. And it was like, so at what point, who's going to do what to what? Because you guys are doing the same thing, or you guys are doing a move to each other at the same time, by the way you guys are talking. But we would just, as soon as we could get fucking me and Kelly tagged in, we would just get in there and just fucking start working the match. It was just like fucking Void and JoJo. It was almost like anytime we were in a tag match, it was a singles because those two were the ones that just wanted to be in there.
Okay.
Yeah. No, Joe was good, but yeah, he definitely was that guy where the match is going to be about him, and that's coming from me too. So you know it was bad.
Nobody say anything. Maybe just let it go. Just let it go. Yeah. I it's funny because we've had matches where we were against each other and you're like, no, you're not fucking pinning me. I'll take the DQ. It's like, what the fuck? Like, Jesus, Zach.
No. During the fucking meeting, anytime the match would be called in and it'd be like either in a tag match or fucking singles match, anytime Zach's like, okay, and so-and-so's going over. Zach's like, all right, it's my DQ.
Yeah,
or
by DQ.
Like, or count out, or if it's a tag match, he's like, "You're taking the pin." Like,
Man, fuck both of you, because I only did that once, and this was before Darkness came in.
No, you've done it against me.
I did it just to piss you off.
Like, no, you're taking a pin, or you're not pinning me. Fuck that, greenhorn. I'm like, wait, what?
I did it just because you get butthurt about it, and it's hilarious.
No, it's just funny. I'm like, okay, whatever. It's
the only time I've legitimately done that and meant it was my first match back at BCW after I got done off of a good DOA run, and then they put me in the ring with fucking Crazy Redneck, who's supposed to go over, and then I'm just gonna be like, nah, it's gonna be. At first, it was gonna be a DQ. And then the guy is so fucking horrible, I legitimately get frustrated and walk out of the match, so it's a count out. And Sign Guy refs the match, and he was like, was that supposed to happen? I thought it was a DQ. I go, nah, fuck that.
Crazy Redneck. I don't remember Crazy Redneck.
Fucking Bert, JB's brother.
Oh.
He looked like if 2000 era Jeff Hardy had a meth problem.
Okay. No, so was that Crazy? I know you had Jameson.
It was Crazy Redneck, skinny guy, fucked up teeth. Always drank that bottle of fucking Jack Daniels that me and JT Evan pissed in.
God damn it.
Were you there for that one?
Me?
V.
No,
because it was in Bend.
I don't think I was there for that show.
Yeah, we got. It was just because he was fucking awful in the ring, and he was always like, "I'm the best this company has. I don't see why they're putting the championship on you guys." And then we just had enough of his shit and pissed in his bottle, because he always came out with his big the half gal of Jack Daniels, and he'd come out. It was fucking watered down Coke, but he'd take a sip. Oh, I'm so drunk. Ha ha ha. But we pissed in it, and he took a swig of it in a live crowd, and yeah, it was probably the funniest thing I've ever seen.
You're such an asshole, Zach. You're just like, fuck this dude. No, I liked working. I couldn't remember his name being Crazy Redneck, but I always enjoyed working Bert. And if it wasn't for the Moonshiners, we would have never got together.
No, you're thinking about Jameson.
No. So for the longest time before Jameson even really came in, it was JB and Bert.
Was it?
Yeah. And then Jameson came in, and all three of them got together, and for the longest time, it was just me beating up on all three of them.
No, I remember it way differently, because I remember Jameson and JB always tagging when they did their stupid, their like mini Eric Hansen. We're going to start throwing out a bunch of names that nobody's going to give a fuck about.
That was way later. That was way after Bert was gone, dude.
That must have been... No, because he even managed Jameson and JB for a while.
No,
you're remembering it fucked up.
No, because it was Bert and JB, and then Jameson came in, and then Bert left. Because when Jameson and JB...
I stopped recording like 10 minutes ago. Nobody's paying attention to this.
Jesus Christ.
Is that legit?
Huh?
Is that legit?
No, I'm still recording.
Okay.
You guys are sitting...
No, I know for a fact. No, this is... If this gets cut on the editing room floor, I don't give a shit. But that I legit know nobody knows who any of these people are, and nobody really fucking cares. Just me and Big V fucking. No, you're remembering it wrong, stupid.
No, leave it in there. We'll drop it now.
No, because Jameson will be listening to this.
I was going to say
at the gas station, and he'll be like, "No, damn it, it was me."
He'll correct us.
Bert, because Crazy Redneck, I always hated wrestling against because he couldn't work. Jameson, I always loved wrestling against because me and him, him and JB always fucking gelled, and like all four of us would always pull out great matches.
Yeah, Jameson. I always had great matches with Jameson, and I've had great matches with JB. Even when I almost broke his neck and dropped him on his head, but you know.
Oh, you could do anything to that fucker, and he'll just like get back up, dust it off. He's like, "All right, hit me harder next time."
That dude, you're like, okay. You call the big boot, and he just like he throws his hands down, puts his face right out there. He's like, "Wham!" You're like, "Jesus Christ, dude!"
I thought I legit knocked JB out one time with my finisher because he just landed it face first. I'm like, Jesus, dude! I felt bad. I'm like, oh fuck, did I do something wrong?
Dude, I'd do shit to him. I'd give him boots and shit. I'd get in the back and everybody's yelling at me, "Why you gotta be so fucking rough?" I'm like, dude, I tried to pull back. He threw his face into that shit.
Yeah, that's how good he is. Me and fucking Big V were catching so much heat because we were so rough with him. But like, it was so I remember the one time that fucking pissed me off so much because I thought I was gonna catch hell because I caught him with a spin kick and I missed him by like a foot. But he sold it so well, and his hair caught my leg to where I coming back, and the booker is fucking furious at me because he thought I kicked him in the head as hard as I could.
Yeah.
So this been Wrestling Corner. We better pull out of this real quick before we lose any more listeners who have no idea who the fuck we're talking about.
Let's pull out and shoot all over movie news.
There you go. Oh shit!
I hated
you
that
guys
noise.
fucking fought each other for like 10 minutes about somebody. I'm sitting here like, this is boring for me, and I know half the people they're talking about.
Gee, I wonder what the fuck that's like.
If anyone talks about anything you don't like, you're fucking done.
Oh god, these guys are going on fucking another tangent about Namor again.
Namor?
Time to pull out the phone. I don't know.
Talked about Namor.
No, but real
These
quick,
guys are talking about fucking vampire movies again.
back on like the Lost Boys.
Oh, we got one Lost Boys now.
Speaking of, I haven't heard anything bad about the Lost Boys ever, but then I just read that fucking Game of Thrones was the second worst ending season finale of all time.
No, bullshit. I am counting that out.
The only reason,
whoever wrote that list is only trying to hop on the fucking hype train of Game of Thrones hate, and it's bullshit because you cannot convince me that Dexter has a fucking worse season or series ending than fucking Game of Thrones.
And the only reason Game of Thrones took second was because Lost took first place.
I didn't even watch Lost. I don't know. Was Dexter even on the list?
Yes. I'm trying to remember where it was.
Because if Dexter's not even on the list, then it's invalid. So.
Yeah, there's no way that Game of Thrones series finale is worse than the Dexter season finale. Dexter wasn't a good show after season 3.
Which one was that? Trinity Killer?
After the Trinity Killer, that show fucking sucked.
Yeah, I wasn't a big fan of Tom Hanks' kid being a killer. I don't know. But, yeah, I mean, like, you talk top 5, Game of Thrones, I'm sorry, would be up there. It just jumped the fucking shark at the end there. You're just like, wait a second, what? Like, everything happened so quick. They're like, oh, show's so fucking cool in the beginning that we forgot to save money for the ending, so we ran out.
No, that's not even it. Those fucking dipshits were given a deal to make a couple Star Wars movies by Disney, so they had to hurry up. But they'll only do it after they finish Game of Thrones. So those fucking dipshits fucking just wrote themselves into a corner and hurried out, just shit out season 8, and just rushed a bunch of shit.
Yeah, I mean, there's some shit in there that I was just like, no fucking, this is stupid. There was some cool stuff that I don't think people liked very much, like the White Walker. His end was pretty badass.
Yeah.
And some people are like, that's dumb. I'm like, no, that was actually pretty fucking cool.
Fuck you.
But, that's what I'm saying.
That whole episode was good.
Yeah, but then the last episode was like, what the fuck? What's going on? So
they could have done at least 2 more seasons of this shit.
Oh yeah, it could still fucking be on, honestly. But and then Dexter was probably one of the other top 5 worst of all fucking time. I'd never seen Lost, so I mean I can't comment on that. But yeah. Those like Game of Thrones and Dexter are pretty fucking bad. A lot of people didn't like The Sopranos. I actually didn't think it was too terrible.
I dug it.
Yeah, I liked it. I mean, everyone's like, "What happened?" Well, if you're that fucking stupid, maybe that's the problem. So I like Sopranos. Yeah,
I love The Sopranos.
That was good. Married with Children was a little weak, but that's just me. They didn't know that they were going to end. It's just like, all right, well, good show, everybody. Don't come back next season. Like, wait, what?
Shameless was kind of weak.
Oh, did that one go off finally? I never watched it.
They ended it, and it was basically like, hey, we're kicking off the series ending of Shameless with just an episode of Shameless.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was all right, but like nothing like great.
So, what have some of the best ones been? Series finales where you're just like, yeah, that. I'm satisfied.
For me, Sopranos.
Sopranos, yeah.
Even though it's one of the worst ones, I guess.
Buffy the Vampire Slayer's ending. That one was pretty good.
You would.
Yeah, because, that's me. The Office was good. True Detective was fucking awesome. It was only 8 episodes, but that show was fucking phenomenal.
I think Parks and Rec had a good one.
Where it jumped forward into the future?
Yeah.
Yeah. And you're like, what the fuck? Why do they hate each other now? But yeah.
I don't know. I kind of like that where like the series ends, okay, but we still want to know what happens to these people. That's kind of what I was hoping would happen with the Shameless one, but it didn't. Where like, okay, we're just gonna jump ahead like 5 years and see where these characters are now.
Yeah. So V, are you still there?
They're here.
All right. So probably being the only other person on this show that knows the ending, or even knows the show. What are your thoughts on Quantum Leap's ending?
God, you guys are old.
That's why I didn't even bother bringing it up to you.
I liked it, but then I didn't because it's like,
And Zach just left. Okay.
It showed how much Sam Beckett actually cared for his friend enough to basically give up his own life to let his friend live a life.
Yeah.
But then it's like, now we have no answer. We have no ending. Is he continuing on? Or does Sam become Al? Like, is he stuck in you know what I mean?
Did you see the same ending that I saw?
Yeah.
Okay. Because, like, what happened with Al and... What are you talking about?
At the end of the episode, he basically leaps into Al and goes home to his wife.
That's not the last episode, dude.
What's the last episode?
The last episode is the one where he leaps into that guy at the bar, and he's talking to the guy, and...
Yeah, but I'm talking about the very end of that episode.
Oh, he jumps into Al?
Yeah.
Remember there was that one where he jumped into younger Al, and then he went home and... See, remember that episode? This is going to get... People are tuning out of this fucking episode of ours. Like, left and right.
This is going to be the lowest rated episode we have.
They're like, wrestling and Quantum Leap for an hour? Fuck this.
So, I think it was the Elvis episode, and then he leaps into he leaps. So, he comes walking to this bar, and he sits down, and he's like, a Coke or something like that. And the dude's like 5 cents. And he's like, oh, well, there's a beer or a Coke or something. And then he's sitting there talking a little bit. And the bartender was actually the colonel from the very first episode.
Yes. Okay. So you did see the same one. And...
Yeah. So then he looks in the mirror and he sees himself. And as he's sitting in this bar, it's a bar for all the miners. And everybody that comes in was somebody he helped or
okay.
at one point.
Yeah, you saw it. All right.
So at the very end of that episode, he's basically given a choice by this godlike figure.
The bartender.
Go home or... And the thing is, he leaves, and that's where the knock or the ring at the door, and the lady opens up, and it's Al. And she's like, Al? And they sit there and they dance. Basically, because in
Zach is tuned the fuck out right now.
Because in Al's past, Al basically got captured at the...
yeah, he was a Vietnam POW and everything.
And never made it back, and by the time he made it back, she already moved on.
Yeah.
So
he
basically leaps into Al and basically saves Al's marriage.
Okay, so do you think that was a good ending, or are you...
Like I said, yes and no. I like the ending.
Look at Zach, we're losing him. He's like,
I just had a big stretch.
It gave me an ending. I was a little not too happy with the whole biblical God and whatever, but I mean, the more I look back, they did that through the whole show. Basically, the evil leaper was Lucifer.
Yeah.
But
Satan.
The one thing that makes me like, I could live knowing that's the end, but I would like them to at least tell me what happens to Sam, whether he continues sleeping or if he like finally made it home.
Well, him and Dean just went off into the night.
No.
I need to still finish that show. I can't even comment on that.
Sam became a Texas Ranger.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
I didn't watch it because my wife was whining about it.
I need to watch it still. I still have a few seasons of that left.
I can't get past the first season.
First season was awesome. I like that. The Monster of the Week fit that show, so that was pretty cool. But we've now jumped to Supernatural, everybody. I don't know if you figured that out or not. If you're still with us.
Like, I never got into Supernatural, but like I'm always my wife will put on like a random episode and I'll be like from the later seasons I'll be soaked into it, be like, who's that guy? Why is he mad? What's happening? And like the lore of it's actually pretty fucking cool.
Yeah. Yeah, their first season was pretty decent, and it was like an all-encompassing one-off story, the Yellow-Eyed Demon and all that shit. And then they fucking had Negan as their father, which was badass in itself, but, you know. Anyway. All right, we'll get out all that shit, because now we got to try and bring these guys back. What else we got? Anything?
Did you guys sit there and think about John Wick and the Punisher?
I did. You know what? I have to give it to fucking Punisher.
Really?
I do, because the Punisher has to think a little bit more tactfully, because he's gone up against super villains, and I think that's what's gonna give him the edge in this battle, because he tried to kill fucking Norman Osborn, and he had to fight the Sentry, and, you know, shit like that. He's come up against super villains, and John Wick hasn't. So I think that's what gives him the edge in this fight. Basically,
here's what I see happens. Fucking Punisher's perched, waiting. John Wick goes into the fucking, what's that place called?
The hotel?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Basically, John Wick's going to go in there talking to
the Continental.
The Continent. And fucking Punisher's going to fucking snipe somebody, make it look like John Wick did it. So John Wick's now excommunicado, and the Punisher just has fun with him.
No.
Okay.
See, I kind of thought of these fights as like, these guys aren't planning anything. They just kind of run into each other and say, hey, you want to fight? Yeah, sure. Or in that sense, I think John Wick has the better the better edge, and my vote goes towards John Wick, just because the Punisher puts more. Is a very lethal person to himself, but he puts so much planning, so much meticulous action, and if one plan goes wrong, he'll have a plan B, a plan C. Where John Wick, he'll just walk into a room, and if they want to fight him, then he's more reactive.
Yeah, I was going to say, if they just ran into each other, John Wick. If there was planning behind it, if Punisher was sitting like, I have to go get this guy, yeah, he's going to plan it out. You know. So, I mean, if it's a moment that they know is going to come down, Punisher. If it's just walking down the street and they bump into each other, I give it to John Wick.
Interesting. I don't know. I still give it to Punisher. But, okay.
Because John Wick's also a little more level-headed, where Punisher's more aggressive. Like, it's... If they knew nothing about each other, yeah, John Wick's going to take it.
And the thing that makes it more interesting is that they both kind of have the same superpower, where they both can get the shit kicked out of them and still just come back for more.
Yeah. That's true. Okay. So what are we doing with John Wick? I say Frank. Frank Castle's got it. So you're the deciding vote. Big V, what do you think?
Because I see it both ways.
Jesus.
Hold on.
You could actually hear the wheels turning.
I thought I was.
It's not turning, dude. All you hear is just. And that
sounds like stuck. Fucking vapor lock. What the fuck?
Whoa!
I'm going to go with my original and say the Punisher, because in my the way I looked at it was he knew he was going after him, so he planned it.
Yeah.
He planned it out.
Yeah, I mean, it's a good fight regardless, but I think just at the end of it, it's going to be Frank. That's just me, you know.
It's going to, it was never in my mind ever going to be one like over the other more. It was going to be a tough battle.
Yeah, that's what this whole thing's about. So yeah, I'm up for that.
So yeah, I go with the Punisher.
Okay. So now, what do we do from here? Did we get anyone that sent us in a suggestion, or do we pick our own?
I haven't seen any suggestions, but wasn't we going to do what was the second one, Zach?
Yes.
What did you say last week?
Homelander versus Omni-Man.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Homelander versus Omni-Man. I will put some consideration to this one.
Yes.
Like, who's the bigger asshole is basically what it comes down to. So
it's more who's more ruthless.
Yeah. But all right, so we'll go right into comic book club from here. This week's was your pick, Zach. It was The Wicked and the Divine.
Wicked and the Divine. Yeah.
Okay, so before we even get into the storyline itself, I just say the fucking artwork was amazing.
Yes. Yeah. Oh my god, I wanted to talk about that so bad. I love the colors. I love the artwork. I love how everybody has their distinct. You can almost like tell who's their personality by what they wear.
Yeah.
How they're drawn.
Lucifer's like all white with that one skunk red black stripe.
Yes.
She's just, yeah, but I mean, just sometimes we get some of the artwork in these books and you're just like, oh my god, what the hell, you know? It's like hard to read and it's gritty and it's and admittedly they do it that way on purpose, but no, the artwork on this is just fucking beautiful. It's crisp, it's vibrant, and I love that probably the most out of all of it, which is weird.
I almost bring it to like, it's almost an 80s aesthetic with the bright colors and like everything pops at you. The fuchsias, the light blues.
Yeah, it's very pop arty of the 80s. Yes. Very Bauhaus kind of blocky, but it's okay.
Which is kind of cool because then it fits into the storyline.
Yeah, that's it too. So
I think the story, this is the first one. I think I could see it being better, but like for me, I could see all the seeds they're planting to where it's going to get better right here, but right now it's kind of, all right.
yeah, it seems like they're picking up, or they're trying to lay a lot of groundwork that's going to get picked up later. So
right. They lay out the map so that way you know what's coming. It's going to elevate.
Like this is very much just kind of explaining the rules and the characters and the players.
Yeah. So yeah, the guy Jamie Kelvy. I'm just looking up. A lot of his artwork is just really great. I mean, the story. I don't know. The artwork just really got me, but the story is great, and it, like you say, it's laying a lot of groundwork for stuff that I think is going to be a payoff in the future titles. So, but is this still going, or is it finished up?
I think it's still going.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember.
Oh, it says 2009, but let's see.
Oh, maybe.
Publication date June 2014 to September 2019. 51 issue total. So I don't know if they're just on a break like they do with
fucking Saga.
Saga, yeah. It took me a second. I know that pisses you off every time it gets brought up because the guy just won't fucking make more. Yeah. You fall in love with all these properties that the people are just like, all right, I did good enough. I'm not going to finish.
It's not that he doesn't make more. It's just that, like, hey, like, me and Fiona, we're putting some stuff together, and then 6 months go by and we don't hear another thing. It's like, hey, we're still working hard. No, you're fucking not.
Hey, I was going to write that next book, but football season, so I'm just going to sit here and wear my fucking weird ship captain's hat and... Yeah.
Hey, I was writing the next comic book, but I was hanging out with George R.R. Martin, and we were just rolling together, just oiled and greased up in our big pile of fucking money.
Yes, exactly. They reach a certain point, they don't give a fuck anymore. HBO pays me monthly. I don't fucking care.
Oh, you guys are mad because your comic books and your books aren't working? I don't care. I got paid!
Yeah. So, yeah.
Yes, now give me my 5th dinner. Every fucking nacho I eat is another character whose fucking finish you won't know. Is Jon a secret Targaryen? We'll never find out now. Oh, nom, 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 nom.
Yes. George R. R. Martin. We got that. We got enough fucking...
What's going to happen to the will? I don't know. Here's another pork sausage.
All right, Jesus. So... We've got our references to Game of Thrones in this week. Jesus. But, all right. Like I said,
Wicked in the Vine.
Wicked in the Vine, yeah. I'll probably go into the next one. I got a couple of them that have been suggested.
I bought the next one.
That I need to go into a few more still. Kill or Be Killed is still like on the shelf of things I need to read. So
Kill or Be Killed is really good. Did you
Something's
pick up,
Killing the Children I need to get back into.
I'm still reading that one. It's really good.
So, yeah. But, all right. V, what do you got? Comic Book Club for next week.
Pressure's on. Don't suck.
Well, it's something that you guys have already read, more than likely.
It's fucking Superman.
It has Superman. Dark Knight Death Metal.
Oh, yeah. I just read that one, so yeah, go for it.
Yeah, sure.
I got a week off. All right. I was reading that one on my own. Fuck you guys. And now I'm in the middle of Morbius. So, yeah.
Morbius?
Yeah, Marvel Now, Morbius.
Yeah.
And I got to find a new book to read, like actual book. So.
Ooh, The Blade Itself by Joe Abercrombie.
I think I'm going to read Mitosis.
No, I think you should read the First Law trilogy.
Okay. I can't read fantasy like that. I can't.
Why? Is it because you hate joy?
Yeah. Yes, that's it. As I comb my hair into one eye, yes. Joy's so overrated. I prefer strife.
Too. That's why I want to find that find you in the crowd in fucking Heat Wave. Because I want to see like teenage you with your fucking ponytail and your flannel jacket you have tied around your waist.
Oh, you're not far off, but no, not quite. I thought I posted it to you guys one time.
You did.
Yeah, it should be in
with
the
your
back of the fucking. Yeah, it should be up there.
But like with most things, Zach doesn't care.
Yeah,
I care.
It doesn't care.
I just forget.
It doesn't care until it fits him. He's like, oh, I could use that right now.
yeah. Actually, hold on a second. You guys, what is it called? What is it called
I've been
when
wrestling
you
for what?
make time for something? I forget.
I don't know.
Okay.
I've been wrestling for 12 years, and CTE builds up, and I forget stuff.
What is CTE? I keep thinking CBH or whatever the fuck, but I don't know.
CTE is why football players beat their wives. Apparently.
Oh, okay.
It's like scarring from concussions.
Scarring from. Oh, okay.
The reason why Benoit killed his family.
Yeah. Now I understand. All right, there's your picture.
And I'm not saying I beat my wife, but sometimes.
Dude, if you ever came out and said that you beat Brittany, I'd laugh because I know for a fact that Brittany would fucking kill you. If you laid a hand on Brittany, we'd be like messaging Zach.
Oh shit!
I guess he found me the Where's Waldo with that fucking picture.
I legit thought you were like the fat dude sitting in front with the goatee and the mullet.
Fuck you, man.
Oh my god, I've never seen you with hair before.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy, isn't it?
He looks like
your misfit shirt. Oh Jesus!
Fuck
no,
yeah.
Just put a red shirt on him and give him that cane. He'd be what's his face from TNA.
James Vandenberg, Sinister Minister. Is that what you're talking about?
It was James Mitchell, but yeah,
it's Vandenberg in WCW.
Was it?
Yeah, he was Mortis's fucking manager.
With his fucking eyebrows curled up.
Yeah, where he blew his hand off trying to do that fucking fire trick.
Oh, that's such a good story.
I almost thought Darkness was holding the My Little Monster.
No, the My Pet Monster is not mine. There's some annoying kid next to me. I'm like, get the fuck out of here. So
you don't look happy.
I don't know if this was before or after the Steve Corino match where he fucking bled all over me, but yeah. Yeah, he fucking got busted open and then he like whipped his hair and he sent blood in the first bunch of rows and I'm just like, oh. But Rob Van Dam landed in my lap and shit. I was like, Jesus, dude. So,
well, yeah, that's why you go to those shows.
Yeah, this is the big show too where the fuck were they called? XPW invaded. And
yes.
Yeah, I was there. And so me and my buddy, we ran out when they all went out to the parking lot. And like ECW beat the shit out of everybody at the XPW locker room. Like legit beat the fuck out. But they were up on the entranceway. Like there's a balcony above the entrance where the wrestlers would come in and out of, and they were just talking shit and dropping drinks on them and shit. I'm like, this isn't gonna go well. And yeah, they had a big fucking fight out in the parking lot that didn't get any film coverage or anything like that. It was just interesting to see.
You're gonna get the shit beat out of you when you're starting a fight with a roster who's fucking one of the members is fucking New Jack.
But remember, this is the one where New Jack had a broken leg. He didn't even.
I will fight any member of the XPW locker room before I fight New Jack with a broken leg.
Right.
That is just an extra weapon for him to beat me senseless with.
Yeah. Yeah, he's walking around with a fucking weapon. But yeah, that was the picture of me at the ECW event back in the day. I don't remember when it was. I think it was 2000. It's like 20 years ago. Shit, I am old. Anyway, speaking of wrestling, though, real quick, did anybody catch the Backlash, WrestleMania Backlash?
I've caught the bad parts.
Yeah, what the fuck was that? It was a lumberjack match, but they were zombies.
Fucking. So that's what, like, Vince is like, oh, I didn't like AEW Blood and Guts because it set wrestling back 30 years. And then he goes off and pulls this shit.
Yeah. And then Jericho even wrote, he's like, zombies? Zombies? Oh my god! It just set back the business.
Yeah.
And people are yelling at Batista, and he's like, "I didn't fucking do this. Talk to Vince."
While we are all thinking it's stupid, we do recognize the irony of, like, we've gone on record as saying our favorite wrestler is an undead biker wizard.
Undead wizard biker. Fucking asshat. I said that. I was the exact fucking... Well, I think I called you a dumbass, but yeah. No, you put it the other way. Yeah, there's been goofy shit out there, but yeah. So, this zombie thing, I mean...
That was like, is the Miz dead now?
Oh, I don't watch the weekly shows. I just watch the pay-per-views now. I don't know if he came back or not.
Man, the Miz was dead when they fucking they gave him the belt, made him go out there and say he wasn't going to be a transitional champion, and then loses it the next night to Bobby Lashley.
And then he was exactly that.
Yes. Yeah. The second he had a kid, was it a fucking no? Was it him or was it Morrison? They got the Canadian Destroyer from a Bad Bunny. Yeah, that's that. You were dead then. It's over.
I think it was Morrison.
Yeah, I think Morrison's the only one that could make Bad Bunny look that good.
Yeah.
Shit. But that's the sad thing is, dude, I like the Miz, and he goes out there and busts his ass, and they're basically just like, piss off.
Yeah. I mean, that dude took a lot of shit back in the day when he was coming up too, because he was the fucking MTV guy, and then they threw his shit out in the fucking the hallway because he got fucking chicken crumbs and Benoit's shit. Which, I mean, in hindsight, that could have been a lot worse for him.
Could have been a lot worse.
Oh, shit. Well, you're lucky Benoit just threw your shit out in the hallway.
I guess I was looking into that story too not that long ago, and I guess it ended when fucking Taker walked by and goes, "How come you're changing in the bathroom?" Well, all the other guys threw my stuff out here and told me to change out here. It's like, all right, let me talk to him.
So fucked up, you know. Have you ever thrown anyone's shit out in the hallway?
Oh yeah.
Oh, you have?
Have you?
Shit, V.
Damn.
As it is, the three of us get fucking changed in a back room where nobody else is.
Yes. Like... I think it's more like nobody wants to go back there because we'll just fucking roast them.
Yeah. I always hate it when they set up the entranceway in our fucking locker room. I'm like, what the fuck?
Well, they don't do that anymore.
Well, it's like off and on, but yeah.
It's like, you know, you get there, you put your stuff down, you put it next to your chair, you lay your jacket over the back of the seat or whatever, and you go say hi to everybody, you know, give respect. You come back and your shit's pushed over into a corner, and somebody else's stuff's there, and you know exactly whose stuff's there, and it's all kind of spread out, and you're like, no, fuck that. You pick it up and you just chuck it outside. It's like, fuck, see ya.
Yeah.
Who did that?
Huh? It's happened to me a couple times, and I didn't give a fuck.
I can see him doing that, actually. I mean...
Well, yeah,
but
I can see.
I'm like, I'm sorry. I mean,
everybody, you guys give me the shit about being an egotist, but Big V is the real one who's just like, no, this is where I sit. Yeah.
Well, no, okay.
Who's gonna argue with him? Fuck.
If I walk in, okay, no, don't get me wrong. If I walk into the spot that I sit every single week's taken, that's fine. You got there first. I might be a little sad. I might go pout a little bit, but hey, you got there first. Not a problem. But if I have my stuff legitimately sitting there, don't fucking touch it.
Yeah, that's one thing, man. I mean, we've had some incidents and stuff where shit goes missing.
And now a new rib is born.
If I throw my stuff all over the place and it's like in the way, and you need to move it, okay, fine, yes, because I have it in the way. But if I just get there, my bag's sitting right next to the chair, my jacket's on the chair, whatever, and I come walking back, and you literally just take the chair because you need a seat. You move my shit to take the spot.
So you're against like people touching your shit, but what's your stance on getting into other people's bags and digging out whiskey bottles to drink?
Hey, when that person tells me to go ahead,
well, that's true too.
You gave me permission.
I don't think that happened.
Yeah, You didn't give me permission to finish it and piss in the bottle, but you said, if you want more, it's in my bag.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I had to hide it because we were on super secret probation from bringing booze to the back because I guess we did it so often.
Well, one person had to ruin it for everybody and walk out to the ring fucking stumbling drunk, so that was it.
Oh yeah. It wasn't me.
No, it wasn't you, it wasn't me, it wasn't V. We'll just leave it at that. So but yeah. And then they had to stop weed smoking before the show, and that was because I dislocated someone's arm. But that wasn't my fault, so just saying.
That's
anyway.
Because he was so hopped up on the marijuana pills that he fucking just did it himself.
Well, he's... All right, that might not have been... Okay, I might have had something to do with it, but I'm just saying, you know, you gotta learn how to post up for moves, fucker. It's not my fault. Anyway, yeah, so...
All right.
Felt so shitty about doing that, too. Fucking dislocated his arm.
I don't feel bad.
Okay, I don't anymore.
How many careers have you ended, Darkness?
God, man. Well, no, because that dude came back after I dislocated his arm. They relocated, or they popped it back in backstage. But poor Jameson, man, I felt so shitty. He came back from a knee injury, and it was his first match back, and he got me. And that's shitty enough as it is, but then, you know, his knee went out in the middle of the match, and that was it. He just... It's like, damn it, not only did you get a shitty match to come back to, your last match had to be shitty against me. What the fuck? So
fucking career killer over here.
Right, Darkness, the career killer.
That's the only one. What the fuck? Who else?
How come you haven't, ran with that?
The career killer?
Yeah.
That's not something you really want in the indies. Fuck.
He's already running with so many other things, like the no single title.
Yeah, that's my gimmick. Don't ever give me a singles title. The guy that broke his leg.
Title.
The guy that...
They'll give everybody a cage match in the group except for you.
No cage matches needed. Darkness. Yeah. There's so many different ones that I could have.
See? And you go on there and you get the mic and you're just like, I've ended so many careers.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I know he's listening. I'm sorry, man. I feel bad. It's not my fault. I'm not saying it's my fault. I just feel bad that I was your last fucking match.
I'm sorry, but it was definitely your fault.
No. It's like me blaming everyone that was involved for my leg. Fucking V.
Hey, no.
No, it wasn't. This shit happens and it sucks, but, you know. Whatever. Anyway. So, have we milked this fucking...
Now you're the bionic man.
Yeah, I wanted to turn that into a gimmick. I wanted to make my finisher like that side leg that Booker T does.
Oh, why don't you?
I don't know. It never got done. What I wanted to do...
Because he's not athletic enough.
Well, no, I can do that. Fuck you.
He'd do the side leg and it hit me in the stomach.
No, I could get that leg up there high enough. Bullshit. I fucking wrestled Big V one time and drop kicked him, and he's like, "What the fuck?" So
it was more like a shin drop kick.
Here we go. He's talking shit. Here we go. Originally at the finish, because when I came back, we had booked it so Big V was the one that fucked up my leg when I left, and so when I came back, he was the big opponent that I had, but what I wanted to do was to actually take off my boot where that fucking steel plate is in my leg and kind of use it as like a guillotine on him to knock him out and get the pin or get the submission. And he's like, why the fuck would you do that? You're supposed to be the good guy. And I'm like, oh, I guess that makes sense. But no, I wanted to use that shit like Lex Luger's fucking bionic arm. Just run around kicking people with the side of my leg. There's a big piece of metal there. So... But yeah.
So steal the Randy Orton football punt with it.
Yeah. Well, it's on the side of my leg, so the Booker T shuffle sidekick would be best.
But people don't know that until you just said it.
Oh.
It could have been the whole leg.
Maybe I'll edit it out then. Yeah. Anyway. So, all right, Dark Knight's metal. Do we have anything else to cover?
Not that I think.
No.
Ooh, real quick. Did you guys see the Riddler design? In the new
Riddler
Batman?
design. No. The Robert Pattinson one?
Yeah.
Did you watch MODOK?
No,
Yeah, exactly. Shut up.
I completely forgot it existed until fucking...
It's on Hulu, like, tucked away with all the other weird shows that they have. Like Runaways and Cloak and Dagger.
It's a Marvel, but it's not a Marvel because they fuck in it.
It's like that fucking Harley Quinn show.
It's called MODOK?
Yeah, MODOK's got his own show now.
It's the guy you were based off of.
Damn. Oh, okay. I see this Riddler.
I was gonna send it, but yeah.
Speaking of, did you catch up on Invincible?
I finished the first season of Invincible, and I have to tell you, as reading the comics, the timeline is so fucked up between the comics and what they decide to put on the show.
And Invincible does not get his ass handed to him that much in the comics.
No, he got the shit beat out of him so many times. Like, half of him has been laying in a hospital bed so far in the show.
Right.
So, yeah, it's kind of crazy. The comic's infinitely better if anyone's interested. If you like the show, go fucking pick up the books. Because Robert Kirkman needs the money, evidently.
Yeah, that Walking Dead check isn't coming in anymore.
Yeah, you know. Aren't they killing that show off finally, too?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
It hasn't been good for a while.
It went downhill.
Yeah, the last thing I remember was, the fuck was his name? Guy at the crossbow was in, like, some weird prison thing. I don't know, whatever.
Yeah, that's about, like, when they had the season with the blonde girl in the hospital is really where it went down.
Yeah, I got that far. I remember...
I got further than that.
Negan showed up, and then they had Glenn. No, not Glenn. What the fuck was his name? The guy with the cross. Jesus, I don't remember. Daryl, thank you. So Daryl's like a prisoner somewhere. They've got him, and they're just fucking with him like on a daily basis. And I don't know. That's as far as I got. I'm sure it's like 7 seasons beyond that, but
I got to the point where Rick was the sheriff or the enforcer of the little town they're in, and he was like trying to like pick up on he was trying to hook up with the one guy's wife, the abusive guy, and he goes all crazy on the abusive guy, and they start questioning Rick's fucking sanity, and that's about as far as I got.
They do it so much better in the comics.
Oh yeah. The comics definitely has, and most everything the comics do a lot better. Yeah. You get away with a lot more.
Yeah, in the comics, they shot Judith.
Yeah. Fuck.
Can't do that in a TV show, I guess.
Yeah, they kind of frown upon shooting babies.
Yeah, it's not a good look It's not a good look for AMC.
Yeah.
It's weird how back in the day, like you never saw children get harmed, like. And then
Game of Thrones has in the first or second season has a 3-minute montage of children getting annihilated.
Like, I know nowadays it's just like, I mean, I would watch movies and they wouldn't get killed by the monster, they wouldn't get attacked by the serial killer, you know, the kids always got away, and now it's just like, oh no, it's like, bam. I think what reminded me of that was I got bored and put on Alien versus Predator Requiem.
Yes.
And the kid has a freaking thing pop through his chest. I'm like, oh wow, yeah, that's right. They kill children now.
That was kind of the first one I really remember. Where like, oh shit, the kids aren't even safe now.
Right.
I want a Saw movie with just kids in it. That would be awesome.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Jesus.
Let's get really fucking brutal or hostile with children. Yeah.
The movie's all, would you like to play a game? Yeah, sure. Fortnite, please. No, I mean. Okay, Roblox.
Yeah. How are we going to weaponize Fortnite? You can't watch TikTok for 6 hours, otherwise spikes will come through your eyes.
No. Shit. All right. Well, I think we've bored everybody enough for this week.
Yes.
An hour-long tangent on wrestling and 45 minutes on Quantum Leap. So, but all right. So we got who's the superhero battle? It was Omni-Man versus Homelander, and then you got Batman or Death Metal.
Dark Knight Death Metal.
Dark Knight Death Metal for Comic Book Club. So, all right. Anything else for this week?
That's it.
No.
All right,
We're done.
we got
Take
Sign
it
Guys. Yeah, we got Sign Guys questions out of the week.
Fuck
Find
Sign
us on.
We got our
Fuck
we got our Brie Larson's account in earlier.
Oh, Jesus. That's going to be a fucking train wreck if that comes to pass. Yeah. Mary Jade. No, come on. Start a petition,
No.
like contact your fucking congressman.
Nope.
Anyway.
Nope.
So, all right. Find us on Twitter at Dark Asylum Pod. Find us on Facebook. We all have our own individual, and we have the Dark Asylum Pod. Go buy our shit. So, gotta get the ASMIR in. Jesus.
Get my money. Anyway.
Gotta sing.
Anyway.
Now that and grapefruit are stuck in my head all day.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah. All right. So, for our wonderful Zach winners.
Go out today. Do crime. Be gay. Hail Satan.
And for Big Vicious.
I'm
You can't really beat that.
Eat a sandwich.
Okay. I am Darkness, and the asylum is closed.